if I had a meeting with someone and it was recorded and I said, the prompt was, pull out some key personal things that were shared in that meeting as I was getting to know this client. And it responds back with a list of, I have 2 dogs and a cat and 2 kids, the ages of this and that, blah, blah, blah. It could format an email that says it was such a pleasure to meet you and I really enjoyed learning about your animals and da, da, da. Or where the personal touch comes in is now take that information, and this is the hybrid, and write a personal handwritten note and send it to the person, because that's ultimately the fusion of leveraging AI from an efficiency perspective and the high touch connectedness perspective that I think human beings want. Because I do believe that as time goes on, people are going to, it's kind of like the analogy that I use is this, is that I used to be in the direct mail game 25 years ago, or, we would send consumer direct marketing into people's mailboxes. And it got to be very saturated, right? Because there were so many companies out there doing it. I believe it's more effective now than it was, say, a decade ago or 15 years ago, because you just don't get as much mail. So it's kind of the same thing where you just don't get that many handwritten note cards anymore. Or in the future, you may not get that many, really personalized touch points from someone. So do you have thoughts on that? Do you guys have opinions that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think we both really care about hospitality and just that extra, if it's a surprise and delight, or if it's just a thoughtful note, makes all the difference. And I do think that beyond just the handwritten note, these LLMs and these tools integrate within CRMs and email. And so it can provide, at the end of a meeting, you can make a note on the transcription saying, I really want to remember Sebastian's birthday in 2 weeks. And there are ways to be reminded of that, or to have a note within your CRM the next time you follow up, to wish Sebastian, let's say, a happy birthday, or to check in on something. So there are integrations within these tools and emails and your workspaces. I think we'll see in the next 12 months, probably more integrations and automations that can help with that hospitality and human touch, that isn't just a generic template that's produced by an email.
Just my follow-up would just be like just continuing that sort of framework of an augmentation rather than an automation, right? It's that you still want to bring your special something to what you're writing or what you're putting out, and that will just become more important as the bar gets higher, as far as these thoughtful things become easier to everyone and more accessible. And so to differentiate yourself, like you were alluding to, you'll have to look for these opportunities to set yourself apart.